Hello, welcome. I'm Rahul, and you're watching me on my Facebook page, on my YouTube channel, Rahul Talks. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I usually make videos to help you out to solve your daily communication problem, because I hope that everyone should be enjoying having the knowledge of English language and clearly deciphering each and everything, whatever is spoken in English or whatever is talked about in English language. So it is important to have English clarity in our mind, and that's why I usually make video. And also I make videos for motivation as well as for self-development. I strongly believe that skills that are related to soft skills are more important in order to develop your career, in order to find certain opportunities, better opportunity. If you want to find, you should have better communication skills, and that's why you should work hard on your communication skills. Today I'm not feeling well because I had fever, still I have, and not only fever but cold and other things, with related problems. So I had a little bit of problem, but I thought that I should come over internet in order to entertain you, in order to give you some kind of entertainment. I never talk about, sheer entertainment because I do not believe in that. If you are thinking of yourself that you should apply your time, apply your mind in entertainment, I hope that you should never do that, because if you waste your time into watching entertainment, you are making a mistake, especially if you are young, if you are in your 20s and 30s. You should never waste your time, because your time is can be converted into money, and time is money for every person. Whoever have crave for something, have longing to do something in their life, they know exactly what is the importance of time, and they really value their time. They really value it with wholehearted, because they have to apply their strong focus. They have to focus on uh, something they should find out of their time, some implications, whatever, some productivity, whatever should come out of your time, then that should come naturally. If it is happening naturally, then it is going to be better. But if it is not, then you have to sweat, you have to put efforts, you have to make yourself aware of your qualities, and then you have to hone your skills, and then have to apply that. So these process takes time. That's why we have to understand exactly what time can bring to us. Even Khan sir, some days before, he told that if you will not go with time, time will not wait for you, and it will make an end of you. Because if you are not understanding the time and not utilizing it, time will use time will utilize you, and time will make you a futile personality, because if you are not understanding and not recognizing the process and the time, then you are not really valuing yourself. And what the most important thing that I'm going to tell you exactly that every person want to apply in something their mind, to capitalize on that very skill. But it is important, whatever you start, you have two kinds of people. One who wants system, people, process, but they will apply themselves, and their productivity will rise if there is an established system. They will go there, they will work as an employee mindset, and they will give their productivity. Maybe the person who has already created that very business, who has started that very venture, he would not be able to work that much, than an employee who is coming from outside, who is really intelligent and incisive enough for that kind of productivity, like a mindset, like an employee mindset. But whoever is creating that very business, whoever is starting that very venture, they are taking a risk. They have a different mentality, they have a different mindset. They have created people, process, and system. So these processes, they have created understanding that what it can yield to them, what can be productivity of that, how they can harvest out of that very system, people, and process. So they have created that, but they could not be better employed. That's why they are hiring people, some skilled people. And that's why I say that if you have employee mindset like ours, we enjoy to find some kind of established network, established system, and then we use ourselves wholeheartedly for 10 hours, 12 hours, applying our mindset to there and giving our productivity, trying to maximize, output of those very processed people and systems, but we don't have the mentality to create out of our expertise something special, some kind of business, some kind of people, process and system. We have to create that. If we want to be bigger, we have to create that, but we don't have such kind of resources, and one of the most important resources is money. That's why we are keeping ourselves away from it. But we have to understand it doesn't take a lot of money. Yes, there should be some money to you, there should be some money in your pocket, but if you want to create something bigger, you have to understand how to bring a lot of money, a lot of resources for your business, some kind of angel investors, some kind of venture investors. You have to find that, you have to foster a relationship, you have to make yourself aware of the qualities of yourself. Whenever you will start people, process and system, your balance sheet, your business vision, you will present them in front of investors, and you will attract investor in your business. So that is why these two things are different. If you want to work harder as an employee mindset, you can work within the system. But if you want to work as a person, who can create that very business, you have to think of all the things. All the things initially you have to think, and then you have to create your venture. Like your child, you have to nurture that, you have to feed that, you have to see it as a toddler, who doesn't have any kind of productivity, who doesn't have any kind of his own, people, process, system in proper place, but you like it and you watch it growing. So it is one of the most important thing to have patience, for years, for 5 years, for 10 years, watching your business to grow, without giving a yield to you, without giving much more salary to you. That is why you have to change your mindset. You have to believe in yourself, how you can have patience and how you can execute the things. You can make your livelihood out of that. You can make, tremendous progress in that very business, in that very system, in that very process. So these things, distinguishes the extraordinary from ordinary. So even if you have incisive mind, you are a good employee, you are not an extraordinary person. If you have the guts to create something out of that, out of your expertise, then you will be an extraordinary person. I'm not challenging all the person. Yeah, they are a very talented person working as an employee, but they are not recognizing their true potential, because they have not created such kind of exemplary kind of, businesses. They have not reflected in their quality, in their personality. They have not created out of their expertise something. That's why I see that you can be that very person, even that very employee can be, but he has to take a gutsy decision. And that is why I usually say that taking decision is something that makes people a different personality from others. Because decision making is an ability that distinguishes you from the crowd. Your decision matters a lot, and that's why I would like to tell you that whatever I want to tell you, try to understand the gist of that. And if you decipher the gist, you will certainly make yourself an outstanding personality. And I want some kind of, people, process and system. I want to involve myself. I'm always in search of that very community who can make me having more knowledge, having more skills, having more versatility. So I'm always working and in search of that kind of community and that kind of friends. So fostering a relationship is what will give you an access that to that kind of dimension. That's why I usually see that, try to understand how to change your mindset, how to change your company, how to recognize what kind of people, process and system is working in a venture, in a startup. So you have to recognize the opportunity where you can apply your mind, where you can find access to success. Thank you for listening to me.